Honestly speaking, I never thought that I would end up in Newfoundland of all the places in Canada. But here is why. My sister was already here when I came. We only used to have cabs. There are no trains. It's a matter of all my days I have to book a flight, prepare, bring the things you need. Scholarships, believe me or not.
You've been faithful, Lord, from the ages past. That is why your name.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're a returning subscriber, darling, what would I have done without you? And if you're a new subscriber, welcome to the family. Please do stay. In today's video, we are sharing another uni experience, uni journey, uni whatever, uni everything. And today I'm going to be talking about why my parents chose Newfoundland for me, okay? And what I think about Newfoundland for schooling, because I came here for schooling purposes. So yeah, let's get into the video. First things first, if you're new here, my name is Gloria Natasha and I'm an international student. I'm originally from Zimbabwe. I came to Newfoundland for school. I am at Memorial University, which is in Newfoundland, St. John's. And this is why my parents chose Newfoundland Memorial University for me. My sister was already here when I came to Newfoundland. When I came for uni, she was already here. So like, I guess my parents were like, okay, you already know your sister is there, you're going to be comfortable there. You know, this is a whole new setup, a whole new life, a whole different lifestyle and everything. And for me, to be honest, that time, I honestly also wanted to be with my sister, to be frank. I had last seen her like, I think 6 years ago. So I was down with that idea. Secondly, Memorial University was very cheap when my sister was still in uni. It was like, I feel like it was the cheapest school in Canada. But then now, yeah, they just increased their fees when I started school. So, but if I came early, like if I came earlier than the time I came, I feel like I would have enrolled with the cheaper fees, because I have a few people that I know that came a semester earlier than me before the fees was increased, before the tuition was increased. They still pay that same amount. But also I still feel like mine is still, okay, it's not cheap. Let me not say it's cheap. It's actually not cheap, because the amount that I pay, or that my parents pay, the amount that my parents pay for a semester for me, back then, it would probably cover someone's something. But it used to be cheaper. It was cheapest, I think. I don't know if it was the cheaper school than mine. I don't know. But I know mine was cheaper and probably better and good before I came. So now the fees has increased. So like, this is why when someone asks me, can I come to mine? I just feel like if you can go somewhere else, not that mine is bad, no. If you can go somewhere else, just go, really. Because Canadian universities at the moment are just expensive. I didn't benefit from the cheapness. They actually increased the tuition when I started in the fall. So if you're not supposed to come to man, and it's a matter of you choosing. If you haven't applied, you can go anywhere else. Because Newfoundland, guys, I feel like Newfoundland, it's a nice place, a very peaceful province. But I feel like it's like the rural areas of Canada. Don't come for me. It's so excluded from the rest of Canada. Like, Canada is here and then there's Newfoundland. But though Newfoundland is in Canada. But like, it's just so different. The people that stay in here are probably people that have already made it in life, and they have their pensions, and they have maybe businesses or something happening somewhere else, and here they're just staying. The lifestyle here is so different from other cities. Not that I like busy cities, no, it's so different. Like, we're a bit backward. For example, we never had Uber until last year. We only used to have cabs. There are no trains.
Cut the show. I'm done.
These are the things that are in Newfoundland. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I didn't know about that. I just saw it when I came here. Those things, it's a nice place, Coming from Zimbabwe, to me, it was beautiful. Like, it's so different from home. It's a whole new experience. And I love the fact that I started off here. I love it because, one, it's not too busy for me. Two, I honestly do not like crowded places, noisy places, and all those things. Three, the people here are nice. Like, the Newfies, the Newfoundland people, they are nice.
That's right. I said it. Somebody's got to say it.
They're really nice people. I've never had an encounter with bad people from Newfoundland. They're very nice and sweet people. The city is small. It's so easy to just be going anywhere. Like, it literally takes a few minutes, maybe an hour most, to go maybe out of the town or something. But like, you don't really have to be on the bus for so long sometimes, especially to go to places like the mall, the supermarkets. And it's a small city. This is why people know each other. Like, I could go to the mall right now or to the bus terminal. I might not know your name, but I might just know that I saw you last night or yesterday or last week. It's so small and so easy for people to know each other, especially if you're really like an outgoing person, because the city is small, the places that you hang out are the same, so you end up knowing each other. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because honestly, sometimes you just want to go home, you're getting a bus, then there's always somebody that knows you, and then now you have to have conversations, and I do not like small talk. But that's it. Now I'm comparing Newfoundland to another city or to other cities because I've had the privilege to go to my sister's house, because my sister initially then moved when I came here and settled. She moved to wherever she is now, but she's still in Canada. So when I visited her twice, and I was just getting exposed to a bigger city with, other systems. And one thing about Canada, each province has its own things. Like, for example, Newfoundland has its own things. Ontario has its own things, all those things. Every province, yes, we're all in Canada, but they have their own things. It's different from Zimbabwe, where we know if I go to Harare, the life is still the same. If I go to Bulawayo, the life is Chegutu. Like, every city, okay, province, not city. Every province has its own thing. So like, there's always something to learn about something. And also the fact that we have different time zones. Canada just, is just one big, I don't know. We have different time zones, and Newfoundland is just so ahead of everybody. I haven't seen a province that's ahead of my province. I'm ahead of all my friends. I have a couple of friends in Canada, like some are in BC, some in Toronto, some are in Edmonton. I have friends everywhere. I have some in Montreal. Like, I always have different time zones with my friends. At first, it used to irritate me because I'm the one who's missing out. Like, let's say I'm talking to them at 5 p.m. and it's probably like 12 p.m. there. And it's the same thing I experienced with my sister. I'm ahead of everybody. There's also one thing about Newfoundland, we're ahead. And then it's an island. So, like, it's so hard to be just going to places. This is why when people say, oh, you're on semester break or like that half-term thingy, why aren't you going to see your sister? Because it takes me like over $700 to go to my sister's house. $600 on a good day return. So like, that's the thing. That's probably one of the things that I do not like about staying in Newfoundland, because every time I want to go somewhere, it's not a matter of, okay, I'm going to get the bus and go there, or I'm going to drive there, or my friends are going to accompany me. It's a matter of all my days. I have to book a flight. I have to, and it takes me a while. Like, going to my sister's place takes me, like, it's a whole trip. It's not just I can't go on the same day and come back on the same day type of thing. It's far, and I feel like the closest place to me is probably more Montreal or Toronto, which takes me about 4 hours or 3 hours. That's the shortest flight that I can ever have here in Canada. Now, when I want to go to other places, or maybe Halifax is closer. I think it's an hour or two. But like, you see, there's always this traveling thing. I have to mentally, financially, physically prepare to go somewhere, which is something I also do not like, because I'm just visiting. Why does it feel like I'm going for, I don't know, something? So yeah, it's costly. It's nice to stay on the island, it's peaceful and all that, but it's costly to go to other parts of Canada, because Canada is big. So that's the part where I'm like, if I was probably mainland, I would get a bus, I would get a train. Those are the advantages of people back mainland. They can go anywhere. This is why it's so hard for me to tour places that are outside of Newfoundland, because, and Newfoundland is all about water, land, hikes. That's more of it. You know, those are the type of vibes that I hear. And sometimes you don't want to do that, but it's a nice place. You should visit Newfoundland if you can. If you can. So I have some of my things written down here. Let me see, so that I don't skip. So that I don't skip important things that I want to share with you guys. So that you guys don't miss out. Why are you doing this to me, Abig? Besides tuition being affordable, I still feel like it's okay, even though they increased compared to other some universities are still even more expensive than mine. Even though mine is now also in the same bracket with other universities that used to be like, you know, the other universities that used to be pricey or costly than mine, but then mine went up to meet up with them. But then still there are always other universities out there that charge even more. But saying mine is cheap, it's not cheap anymore. I would be lying to you. It's not cheap anymore. Yes, I talk about this, the community being small and the people are nice. It's very peaceful. I love my peace. If you guys know me, you know I love my peace. I could never survive staying in a city like Toronto. I feel like I'll be so overwhelmed. There are places I like to visit. Like, I would love to visit those places, but not stay. Staying, no thank you. Why I also chose MAN, there's this program, the program that I'm doing, it also started the time I started at MAN. So like, I was like, oh, okay, I don't have to be ordinary, so I can take this because it has some tech in it and some, you know, some advanced computer work and all those things. It's just not content, and it's very good. I did my research while with my sister helping me, and my day-to-day I'm just chopping. And my dad and my parents just helping me out, figure out my options. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll go do this. I was so interested. I was happy about that part, about the program part. And also, this place is also helping because I'm alone now and I don't have, I'm not an outgoing person like that, right? So it's so easy for me to get time to actually think about who I want to be, what I want to do in the next couple of years, what I want to achieve. It has helped me to grow in my faith, even the way I just view things. It just helps me to be me. I feel it's also a matter of being alone and being grounded and having principles and values. It's not just about being in Newfoundland, because I could be here and I could just not have the right mindset to sit down and collect my thoughts and think about what I want to be or who I want to be. My experiences at MAN so far, to be honest, let me tell you the type of person I am. I go to class. After class, I leave school. I go home. After my classes, I usually go home unless I really have to stay for like office hours, a group project, or something like that. I work well anywhere. I study well at home, even though sometimes like I feel like, okay, if I'm studying too much at home, I feel like I'm so tired of the environment. Yes, that's when I'll go to school. But then I don't go to school during the day. I go to school like for overnight study sessions, all-nighters and all those things. And I love that my school, my faculty has places that I really love to study in. And yeah, I love it. My experiences in school have taught me so many things, like the most effective way for me to study. Like, content is more now than high school. So like, you have to have a plan. You have to figure out how to do things. You learn. You fail. You try again. Like, this time I was taking, well, entirely my degree it has math. But like, I never liked math. And I feel like I still don't like math. But then let me not say that, because sometimes I prefer the math stuff compared to the content stuff. But anyways, I used to do math, like, I think it was like first year, second semester. I think I was doing calculus 1, the first one, and I struggled with it, guys. And then that was when I spoke to one of the people from my church. He was just asking me how school was, and you know, I was just stressed about calculus and I just didn't know how to study for it. And then he told me this. He's actually a doctor. He told me this, Sister Glory, if you find out that this is not working, try to have other strategies. Like, it still rings in my head, because you know, sometimes you keep on trying one thing and it doesn't work. So you're always trying to figure out which way is better, which way will help you. At the end of the day, you have to ace your exams. You have to understand, you have to ace them, because failure right here is not an option, okay? What else? The weather. To be honest, the weather, I think I talked about it in the first video. The weather here is sad. Okay, Canada as a whole, we have winter 3/4 of the year. or the most part of the year. And then, for example, this summer is not summering. I don't know if it's summering for anybody else. It's not even summering. Like, for example, today it's gloomy. It's very gloomy and it's going to rain and all that stuff. And we're in summer. And you know, the funny thing is, it's July. And the only month we're really left with for summer is August. September is already fall. And before we know it, we're back to winter. And the funny thing is, winter will never miss. Winter will always be there. So, I wouldn't say I like the weather. And I wouldn't say I hate it. Oh yeah, I do hate it. Let me not lie to you guys. I hate the weather here. Because other provinces are actually in summer. Like, I have a friend who's telling me they're actually in summer. Here in Newfoundland, you experience everything in one day. It will be hot, cold, it might rain, sometimes it might snow. Anything can happen anytime. So, like, going outside without a jacket is not a thing you could do in Newfoundland. But, like, I feel like you get to a point where you teach your mind to just know that that's the life you signed up for. Because now that doesn't affect me or bug me, but, like, I already know. I mean, I've been here for a while. I'm like, okay. And if the sun comes out and the day is going on so well, that's the time we maximize and probably go to the beach or do things that we need to do in the sun. Because if you say, oh, the sun is out today, but I feel lazy, I'll do it next week. Next week might be raining throughout. Here it rains. It rains. Not the rain or that heavy rain type of thing. No, it rains like showers and, you know, like, I've never experienced my bananas and I've never, like, I remember when I came here I was expecting that and it was so, it's still like till today. Until I went back to Zimbabwe that Christmas in 2023 and I'm like, oh, it was rain. I'm like, oh, I actually miss this type of rain. It rains like showers type of rain. They can be like it could be light showers, heavy showers, but not the rain. I don't know if you guys are imagining the rain I'm talking about. Like the rain that we used to experience back home, you know, it's not like that. I had to just to cultural differences. I already told you that there's a lot of different people from different parts of the world. In the first video, I had to adjust to that and be accommodative, which was not hard for me, to be honest, but it might be hard for you. You want to go somewhere else. It can be hard for you, like you want to accommodate. It can be hard, but for me it wasn't hard. This is why I said I thank God I was privileged to go to a school where I was exposed to different cultures already. Of course, they were not as much as the ones I'm now exposed to here, but like it's something you can learn and do. It's not that hard. Don't be just judgmental. I also learned about community and church coming from back home where I had a church I went to and it's not even here. I had to look for a church. And if you're still looking for one and if you feel like, oh, you love your church so much and you're going to go to another country, take your time to go to churches, visit different churches, understand which one you like. Because literally, imagine you're not at home, you're not at your home church, you're alone and you're going to a church you do not like, or a church that does not even help you grow, a church that does things you do not understand. You don't want to be in that position. Take your time, pray about it, visit churches, see which one you want. Don't allow anybody to force you to come to a church you cannot grow in or feel at home. Because the church community or the church itself might have people you need to connect with, and if you're not having this peace in your mind whilst you're at that church, you might actually be doomed, you know. But like, take your time with things. I mean, looking for schools, make sure you're so sure. Countries, be so sure, because guys, this is going to be your new home. The moment you leave that your mother and father's house, just know that you're a visitor at that house again. Because once you leave for uni, do you think you're gonna go back home and stay there as a child like before? Okay. Because now you're literally stepping into a new chapter of your life. I already told you this in the first video, that you're learning new things. You're now a whole adult. If you thought you were an adult before, no, you weren't. You're maybe a baby adult, maybe because still also at home, they're helping you pay bills and all those. But you're an adult. Technically, they're giving you the money. If you do not know how to budget properly, you're going to use it the wrong way and you're going to have debts. And you know what's going to happen when you have that. So, like, just to have this mindset that, okay, now my life is in my hands, you know, and I'm alone. So, like, everything you need to do, just center it back to you. How will this help me? How will I grow? Is this for me? Is this good for me? Should I do this or this? Like, take time to think, reflect, have times to reflect to, I'm here now, wait, which way am I headed, what's gonna happen next. Be asking yourself questions so that like you don't suffer, in the end. Now I'm gonna talk to students that are looking forward to coming to Newfoundland, to Memorial, or maybe to Canada as a whole, but like maybe I'm really talking about Newfoundland because that's where I am, that's where I have stayed, right? Prepare, bring the things you need. Don't fall for things like yes, bring something. Yes, you can buy things when you come here, but don't come empty-handed expecting to buy things. Things are actually expensive here. I won't even lie to you. I feel like things are expensive. If things are expensive in Newfoundland, what about in Vancouver? Things are not cheap. Yes, we do have sales sometimes, but don't come whilst you're like stuck, stranded. Come prepared. You do not even know if you don't even know how you fit in or adjust when you get to a new place. So prepare, and yeah, if you can bring warm things, bring them. You can always add on to what you have, right? Don't come whilst you're like flat, you don't have anything to do, you don't have clothes to buy. Come prepared, and then you add on to the things you have, because you might be shocked that, oh wow, what you mean I'm buying a winter jacket for over $100? Because that's actually the price, right? And be on the lookout for like things like discounts, because guys, students, we are not rich, okay?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Don't act like you're rich. Look out for discounts when they have sales. Like for example, in summer, winter clothes are cheaper. Try to get your stuff there, and here in Canada, try to get your winter stuff in the summer. Because the moment winter starts, because the stuff is in demand, this is basic business studies. When it's actually the season, when it's that season, things are going to be expensive. So be smart, know what to do, no shops to play in. Yes, I'm not saying it's bad to buy nice things for yourself, expensive things. This is good. I'm just talking about things generally. Like prepare for it. Prepare your mind. Prepare your mind before you take off from that airport from your home country. Prepare your mind. Tell yourself you're actually leaving and you're going to uni. You're going to a whole different place, and you have to fit into the systems. This is not your mother's house. This is not your father's country. This is not your home country. Because you know that saying that says, "Wanawashe muranda komwe." How do I translate this? I don't think I'll do justice to this, but the saying basically says, if you're a king's daughter at your home country, you're a servant at another country, in another country, something like that. For example, I was watching, I think it's Grace Chieda's video yesterday on TikTok where she was talking about, she's just saying it in a joking manner or jokingly, whatever. She was saying joking. She was joking about it. Oh my goodness.
Headache.
Sorry.
Man, I got a headache.
Okay, that. She was saying, it's funny. She was saying something like, it's funny how when we're back home in our father's houses, we drive cars, like our parents' cars, or you have your own car. You don't have to like really think about like transport and stuff. But here in the land of the foreigners, we are running for buses. We run for buses in the midst of running for buses, probably Tukunai, and all those things.
Hey, mama, ndaenda kuchando. Hey, ndaenda kuchando. Now takuchando tamu deep freezer. Hey, neveduwe.
Not that that's gonna happen. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it for you, unless if your father and mother bought you a car to come with to uni. Praise be unto Jesus. But here you have to adjust to the systems. You can be somebody's big daughter in Zimbabwe, Ghana, whatever. I was actually telling one of the big content creators in Zimbabwe that like he likes this girl's father's content, right? I'm not gonna mention names, but like, so I would see him post on Instagram, and I'm like, oh wow, you actually like this? Like yeah, and whatnot. And then it just occurred to me that like, I actually took a class with the daughter here. And he's like, oh yeah. I'm like, yeah, I just took a class with her, I think in first year or something, and whatnot. And then he's like, oh really? So that's when I just said, I'm like, okay, your father could be like really big there, but here we are all the same. This is one thing I love about being in Canada. Because we're all the same, especially if we're students. There's nobody bigger than airport. If your father's president, back home, but not here. We are the same. Check out. I was also telling my dad that I'm so tired because every day I need to run for a bus. Every day I'm always running. Like, meanwhile, you used to take me to school or you'd allow me to drive. Now I'm running. That's part of the experience. I feel like it's every process, or it's an experience that everybody needs to experience. We have to go through it. You go through it, you take a bus to school, bus to church, bus to whatnot, but you buy your car. It's part of your journey. Don't feel like it's bad. We're all getting the buses. All these people you're seeing on the internet that are abroad, they're catching buses, not even Uber when we are like in a good mood. We are taking buses. In Canada here, the rain is pouring on us. We do not even care about the hair, the lashes. It will pour. It will rain and it will pour, and we'll still go to school. We'll still go about our days. That does not matter. It's part of the process. Okay? People that ask me about scholarships, I'm not really the right person to advise people about scholarships because I've never had one. I'm not on one and stuff like that. But I've realized that getting a scholarship in first year, unless it's entirely from you did exceptionally well, like the 20 points type of thing, back home, and then I don't know, you did something and you got it, that's good. That's a part of the few people that get scholarships like that. But usually people in Canadian universities kind of get scholarships maybe after their first year, or when you do exceptionally well, I think, but they are not as easy as people make it look like. Like, yes, people have scholarships, they've gotten them from their A level results, but it's not as easy as some of y'all think that, oh yeah, so I'm just gonna get a Canadian scholarship. It's not that easy. This is why the people that have scholarships, I salute them, because I know it wasn't easy, you understand? But like, I would never discourage anyone from trying. Try it out. Go on websites. Do your research. Same thing with these uni things. Do your research. Don't be lazy. If you want to go somewhere, research. Don't tell someone to do it for you. Research. Because you could come and ask me, I could tell you what I know. But maybe it's not even linked to what you want to do or what you want to achieve. So do your research. If you want to do scholarships, try. I always tell people, don't tell people that tell you that all scholarships are hard to get and then you just sit. Try. What if it doesn't happen like that for you? What if you actually get the scholarship? Try. Only say, oh, they're hard to get after you have tried. At least try to get the scholarships, and maybe it will fall on you. It will just choose you, you know. Just to wrap up this video, because I have to go, this is just an encouragement to every student or every person that's about to be a uni student, whether here in Newfoundland, because I've already spoken a lot about Newfoundland, but if you're going to be a student somewhere and you're feeling scared, anxious, and you do not even know where you're going to start from, how you're going to navigate the life and stuff, it's okay. It's actually okay. We all felt that way at some point, but that's how we learn. You even discover yourself through all these stages of life. It's okay. And you can ask. One thing you have to do when you're out there, ask people with the right information. If you're coming to Newfoundland, really, if you want to ask me something that I can help you with, I always tell people, if you ask me something really, not just about school, and I have information about it and I know, I would definitely tell you. But if I do not know, I don't know. So if you feel like you have questions to ask about coming to Newfoundland and all those things, reach out to me on Instagram at glorynatasha__. I will tell you what I know. If I don't know, I'll be very honest, because I do not know everything. But don't feel anxious, okay? But reach out. If you have questions, you can even ask in the comment section, or just DM me if you're shy to put your comment out there. DM me and I can answer you if I know. You don't have to navigate this whole uni life, abroad life alone, because you might actually get depressed if you're not careful. Even though I say that depression is not your portion. You never know, like, you're just trying to figure out things, you're trying to navigate life by yourself. Yes, your parents are there, but like, there are things that you go through that your parents might never even know. Believe me or not. There are things that you go through, or that might be happening in your head, but then your parents might never know about those things. So you don't have to navigate through this phase by yourself. I feel like early 20s, or your 20s rather, you're just trying to navigate life. You're trying out things. It's like you're trying out things. You don't know which one's gonna work for you. And you know one thing about life, it's not a test run. You're actually living your life. So you don't want to be growing, getting to the next age whilst you're actually just going. You don't know what you're doing, because this is not a test run. This is actually your life. And I feel like the 20s are just so hard because we're all trying to do the right thing. We're trying to shape our lives the way we want them to be like, and it can be so overwhelming and draining if you do not have the right community. And I feel like we need a community like that. But if you feel like you can reach out to me and you want to reach out to me, you guys know my Instagram for the purposes of this video, not for other things, please. I beg. Alright? But I hope this video helped somebody, or you guys learned something, and I hope, like, I just hope that somebody learned something for real, because if I had seen videos like this before, I feel like I would have an open mind before I actually came here. But like, I'm so grateful because all these things are lessons to me, and I've learned so many things about myself, and I love it. I just love these learning lessons. Some are not going to be easy, some are going to be hard. Some of these lessons will make you cry, some of these lessons will make you happy. It's just everything. You experience everything when you are doing all these things. But you know what? The Lord is your strength. You will be fine. The Lord will carry you through. You know, in the first place, God would never allow you to come here to leave you stranded. You know, he's not a man that starts things and finishes them halfway. He's too faithful for all that nonsense to start things and leave you. The Lord will start things, he will perfect and complete them, because that's who he is. So sometimes, do your part, leave things to God and let God do it for you. Don't fight these things. Okay? So guys, I hope this video was something to you. Listen, or you guys just like to see my pretty face. That's still okay. But yeah, you watch this video till this part, you are a super star. Yes, you are a superstar. Thank you so much for tuning in, bestie. I hope to see you in the next video. Don't forget to be a blessing to somebody. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. If you haven't liked, please do like, comment, and share this video to your friends. Don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend. That's it from me today. Bye for now, besties.